Okay, I'm going to start with the remove method here. And on this remove method, this method is an integer, accepts as an integer. The method should then traverse to and delete the node called for in the list, whatever the integer passed in is, whatever the index is. It is zero-based, so we are starting from 0. We do need to handle all these scenarios. The empty list scenario, one node, first node, last node, and the general scenario. In this first video, I'm going to split this video into 2 parts. The first video, we're going to take care of the empty list, the one node, and the first node. All right. And the reason I'm going to do all of those is because I don't need to create a pointer to do that. I can do that with the existing pointers. Let's go ahead and bring up OneNote here. So obviously in the no node, that's going to be an error. So I've got first. I don't like that color. Let's change that color. I've got my first, I've got my last, no count on this. Both of these are null pointer. So I'm just going to step right in and say, hey, if not first, then return. I'm going to do a print out something to the console saying, hey, there's no nodes in this list, and just go ahead and return. That's how we're going to take care of the first one. Second one is going to be only one node. So here I'm going to have one node. This is pointing here. That's null pointer. That's null pointer. And this is pointing here. I'm going to do another if statement. I'm actually going to do an else if. I want these in order. I think doing these in order make it the easiest way to do it. So I'm just going to do an else if. And if first is equal to last, then we know I've only got one node. So at that point, I'm going to reset first dot reset, and last dot reset. That gets rid of these 2 pointers. And when nothing is pointing at a shared pointer, shared node, it deletes itself. So nothing's pointing to it, so it's gone, and we're done. Final is it when I am deleting the first node. Let's go ahead and draw this out. Go ahead and clean all that up. So I'm going to have a node here. That's null pointer. This is null pointer. And I don't know how many I have. At this point, it really doesn't matter because it's not a one node scenario. So last is pointing here. First is pointing here. We've got nodes pointing back and forth to each other. Or not nodes, but pointers. All right, that's what we're set in. Our index comes in and says, hey, I want to delete the 0 node. That's this node right here. So I'm going to remember, I just need to make it so that nothing is pointing at this 0 node, and it automatically resets everything. So I'm just going to come in and say first is equal to first. I'm hitting a button there. First next. And that's going to change this so that it's pointing here. And then I'm going to reset first previous. When I reset first previous, this goes away. There's no more nodes pointing to this. I don't have to even delete this one because it's not pointing at this node. So as soon as I reset that last one, that's all gone. And we are good to go. That's how we're going to do the first 3 sections of this method. We'll go ahead. I'll make another video on doing the last 2.